Ben Saunders.
Favorite colour?
Purple.
Why purple?
I just like it. I mean, it's good enough for the Romans. It's good enough for me.
I think it was good enough for the Roman emperors.
Yeah, it was a really
stuff at the top.
I know my worth. It's just I am worth as much as lots of dead old Romans. Well, so I've been working with Waggonway Group for the last 4 or 5 years, I think, overall. It started out as part of something Wessex were doing as a help to them and supply expertise and equipment, but it's just carried on because it's good fun. It's a really nice project. It's something I'm interested in with the tie-in of industrial heritage and maritime heritage that comes through the Waggonway project. And for the last year, we've also been working with them as our project partners for the Cockenzie Harbour Conservation Management Plan, which was Historical Monuments Scotland funded. So this is sort of like my way of saying thank you to them for all the help they've given me on that, and also it's just a really nice and interesting project.
So I've been roped in by my father-in-law, who is involved with the Waggonway. I'm a landscape gardener myself. I work in the Edinburgh area, do a bit of landscape gardening, and I've got a bit of experience on the digger.
How's your first half day of archaeology?
It's been great. Yeah, it's been really good. It makes a nice change to what I do normally. It's similar work, obviously, but obviously just with everything that's going on there, it's and there's a lot more people. Normally I work by myself, one other guy, so it's nice to work in a crowd, and it's been really interesting watching it all sort of unveil, so to speak.
I think we were there for the first excavation. I think when they did the harbour excavation, they were just doing a couple of little pits on the first original salt pan, and investigating the first sort of elements of Waggonway that they found in the harbour, which I think was 2016, might have been 2017. I can't remember. All the years have merged into one, to be honest. But we helped them with some of the intertidal survey because that's one of our specialisms, and sort of checking out all the different salt pans and bits and little lead and iron features that are into the intertidal rocks, and that was our first sort of involvement with them. But I think that was quite early on, and yeah, since then I think I've helped out on all of the excavations where I could. I think I missed 2019 because I was away, but apart from that, and it's nice. I think I was here for the first chunk on this salt pan in 2018. And to see how that's developed and how it's really sort of become a centrepiece of the project and of the history of Cockenzie is really nice. And now being able to open up even more of it and see in more detail how the pan was built and how it developed is going to be really interesting and really important.
We're digging, trying to find the 17th century level on a salt pan house.
And what brought you out personally?
Well, I'm an historian and I live in the area, so when I found out that the local heritage group was doing such interesting work in relation to the Waggonway, in relation to the salt industry, I just wanted to get involved. So it's a wonderful organization to be involved with.
And are you having fun?
Having a riot. This is one of the best bits of the year.
My name is Craig Brown. This particular dig, I was here a couple years ago when they first opened it up. I do, in my other life, do historical archaeology and industrial archaeology, although my specialty is battlefields. And to come back and have a chance to see the salt pan again and maybe do a little bit more, that's kind of exciting. 17th century, that's right where I'm at.
Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Thesis is done, all the pressure is off. I can just come out and excavate like one of the gang and not have to do any of the high level thinking. And it's great. It's a great break.
I got in touch because I've always liked archaeology and I always used to go to digs with my mum and dad, but I'd never been on a dig, and I've been following the Waggonway project, and when the COVID came it stopped the dig, and so I have been watching the blog and it came up and I jumped on it. Yeah, I just wanted to go and have some time out doing some community stuff basically, because I've only lived here 18 months. So
right before COVID hit.
Yeah, literally. Not far, just from Edinburgh, but into a community where I just wanted to do something meet the community, and what a better place right on the shore. Yeah, so it's the first time I've met everybody as well. I did come down on the day to help with the museum clearing up, but I haven't met this many people, and very similar-minded people, so I'm in my element actually. Yeah.
I'm a member of the 1722 Waggonway group, one of the founding members of it actually, and we set up the group on the basis that we were going to investigate the Waggonway, but we always had an interest in the salt pans because they're so closely related. So I'm here because of my interest in this, the Old Kirk salt pan.
I'm a member of the Waggonway project. I've been involved with the group for 3 or 4 years now. My specific interest in the group is in salt making. So we've actually got our own salt pan where we make salt the traditional way by boiling seawater. So what's interesting for me here is actually looking at an original salt pan from the 1630s. To actually find one of these that's still pretty much intact and we can see the layout of it, how it was constructed, is very interesting to me. It helps me understand more about the process of what we're doing, making salt nowadays, and it's great to get involved in the digging as well. That's one of the things I like as well.
I moved to Cockenzie 25 years ago and the salt pan was always there but nobody knew what it was. I'd walked past it and wondered what on earth's going on there. I then got involved in a project in Bo'ness, a building project that had archaeology, and we identified a salt pan from the Hamiltons in the 17th century. I thought, hang on a minute, that's exactly what I'm looking at in Cockenzie. So I'm here today for the 3rd season digging at the Old Kirk, which we've put off for the past year and a half.
The current salt pan we have is probably about a third of the size of the one that you would see here behind us. The one behind us would be a huge iron pan, maybe 14 feet by 7 feet. The one we've got is a lot smaller, but it does give us an idea now of the huge scale that these guys are working at. And this is just one salt pan. There were 13 of these salt pans all along the coast here. So this was a huge industry, the biggest in Scotland at the time here. So that's what interests me, is just looking at the scale of this, how big it was, and now there's absolutely nothing left of it, and so many people don't even know it was here.
And have you been having a good time?
Yeah, I've had a fantastic time. There's nothing better than getting stuck in and digging and actually scraping away and finding the building. It's great to see it all coming together gradually.